Welcome to the Uneasy Vanilla Podcast, a podcast all about the no-hacking anarchy server, uneasyvanilla.com. I'm your host, Mr. Fair1493. Today, we have a guest that goes by the name ItzFreaks. Welcome to the podcast, ItzFreaks. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing great, and you?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So, ItzFreaks, when did you first join Uneasy Vanilla? Tell me a little bit about your origin story.
So I joined on the 1st of November 2021, and I joined the server because I was invited to grief a base with Team Syria.
That's some good lore right there. I love Team Syria. I remember seeing them for the first time on that Spawn Forgers YouTube video. Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody knows that you're in the group Whiskey. Can you tell us a little bit about Whiskey?
Whiskey is mostly a building or base building group, which originated from the server EU Survival. And we have moved to Uneasy Vanilla in late 2022 to establish a base. We have around 14 members, which most of them are semi-active or active, and we just like to build.
14 members, that is amazing. Yeah, I didn't realize that you guys had that many members over there. What projects are you guys currently working on over there at Whiskey?
We are currently building our second base because our first base has become just too big and too laggy. We have so many, if we have 4 or 5 accounts AFKing, we just have 50 TPS at base, and it's time to move on after 2 years just to create a second base.
Wow, that's fantastic. The base is doing so well that you can't even contain all of the goodness in it. You have to move somewhere. That's simply amazing. That's the kind of stuff that we all should be thriving for here on Uneasy Vanilla. The type of Whiskey behavior.
100%.
Tell me about a fun time that you had on the server. One of your funnest memories on the server.
My funnest memory on the server must be base hunting out like 8 to 10 million blocks out, and then just finding Oxhead or Goldman by accident.
Who would your top 5 best players on Uneasy be?
First would be Francisco, because he's a big trader. He's a long-time base mate, and he's just cracked at building and grinding. Second, I would say Jokov, because he's one of the best builders I've ever seen in Minecraft. He's just cooking up stuff. It's amazing. Third, I would say is Next Gen K, because he's also a very big grinder, just makes the highways. Very dedicated player. And the fourth would be Weirdo Pup, because he's actually I like Weirdo Pup, plus he's a very good map artist, and he likes to chat a lot, which I appreciate. And the last one would be, it's a player, right? Player ranking, so I would say Mr. Edoc.
Good choice.
Because he's just a great server owner. He's just a very great server owner.
Yeah, those are some great choices. Yeah, I'm interested in hearing what the rest of the server's top 5s are. If you had to rate Uneasy on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
I've thought about it a little bit. It's definitely a 10 for me now, because there's no other server that is this good and this well maintained as Uneasy Vanilla.
I agree. So this next question is my favorite question. What's the story behind your name and your player skin?
That's a very good question. So in 2012, I got my PlayStation 3 and I got a copy of Minecraft. And when I was naming my PSN account, I had a friend besides me who said something like, what's your username gonna be? And at that time, a lot of people use the name Itz and then whatever their name is. So I said Itz. My friend said something like Freaks, and then I was like, yeah, go ahead, ItzFreaks, very good name. So I stuck around with the name for like 12, 13 years now. And the history with my skin is that I just like to base hunt, or that's my favorite activity in Minecraft. So I just put up a paratrooper skin because I like to fly around.
Yeah, that is sick. That is awesome. I always wondered what the commando camo thing was, but now knowing that it's a paratrooper coming in, that just makes it 10 times cooler. What is your favorite thing about Uneasy?
I just like the small community. I like the friendliness. I like it that it's not so toxic as other servers. On other servers, you just have a lot of people typing whatever, like a lot of people typing weird stuff, random stuff. But on Easy, you can actually have like conversations with the people.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, what's your least favorite thing about Uneasy?
I would say the subscription-based model and some of the past staff member choices.
Well, it's freaks. I had a great time talking with you today. That about wraps up the episode of this podcast. Would you like to say anything to the audience before we go?
Hop on Easy Vanilla. Even if you cannot play, just AFK.
That is a great quote. Even if you can't play, AFK. All right, it's freaks. I'll see you later. And for the audience, I'll see you guys online. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.